Hi all, it's Kylie from Kylie's Cardcraft. Thanks for joining me again today. Gonna do a quickie. Gonna do these sorts of tags. They're a great way to use up some book page scraps. Now I don't know about you, but if you're anything like me, I like my book pages. I use them all the time, but for the most times when I'm using them, I've trimmed off my plain edges. And, my plain edges. And they sit in my scraps basket and I use them for little bits, or I'll use them for labels. And I had a friend say to me one day, she said, why don't you stamp them? Stamp everything. Why don't you stamp them and use them as a collage? And she'd said this a little while ago and I thought, good idea. It's just gone into the back of my mind. And then the other week, I was playing around with them and I remembered what she said. So thank you, Mandy. This is for you. And I've fallen in love with it. It is so quick and easy to do. You start with your basic tag. So whether it's one that you've cut from a die, one that you've pre-purchased, one that you've just got a rectangle of paper and snipped off your edges. Then with all your little scraps, now they're all different sizes. I tend to keep colour-wise because different books have different colours. So I've got lots of different bits and pieces in there. So I'll tend to keep them in the same sort of colour. So if let's say we work on these and just use your stamps. I'm just going to sit those to the side. I'll get my stamping mat, which I actually put a piece of scrap paper on top because this stamping mat is yellow foam. So, and as you can see, I tend to stamp on it a bit. So I try and remember my piece of, it's just copy paper. It's an old scrap of the kids, I actually think. So pick a stamp, any stamp. They can be skinny ones, they can be big ones. You're just going to fill out what's on here. So let's say we use this one. This is just a clear 49 and market one. And I like that bit up the top. I really like that butterfly. So I'm only going to use that bit. Now this one, I've done green one using the VersaFine clear ink. Beautiful. Shady Lane is what that one was called. And I've done this one using my coffee archival ink. I'd say coffee or sepia. Coffee and sepia, I'd say, in that one. So you can do them in any colour ink you like, anything to match the journal that you're working on. My current journal is all whites, blacks and greys, so I've got my grey archival ink sitting on the bench, which is what I'll use now. So that one is watering can. So I'm just going to ink up a little bit of my stamp. Turn that over. And I'm just going to work my way along my scrap. They're a great thing to have sitting there already done. I'll do him again. And I'll just work my way along. So let's say I want a different section. I'll just move that up. I could have just used a bigger block, but that would just be too easy. Way too easy. So I'll match up my stamp to where the other one was. Don't think that's straight, but that's all right. Okay, so we've got one. Let's just do another one for the sake of it. We'll grab a different stamp. Here you go. Tim Holtz one. Set that on a normal size block. And I'll pull out another one. So this one's not as long as the other one and it's fatter. They don't have to be the same size. So let's say we just go across there. Set that one down there. I like this bottom section with all this in here. Going right to the edge. Give it a good push because I want a solid image. And I still want a little bit along there. And we'll just go up the top of it this time so that I could go with the same pattern all the way through. And we'll just match up our stamp where it finished before, or close to. Okay, so you can see what I'm doing. So we're just going to continue to do that all the way along with these. And the magic of TV and all the rest, and here they're done. Okay, so that I'm hoping I've done them in about the same colours. Yep, beautiful. So you can see some of these, hang on, some of them still have wording on the other side where I've used something and then trimmed off the top edges, which has got a fatter bit, but there was writing still on the other side. Makes no difference. Just use up all your little bits and pieces. Right, I'll move that out of the way. We've just stamped these. Move all that, and we'll very quickly do up a tag. So I'll just grab something to sit my glue on. Right. Grab a tag shape. This is just a die cut tag from the Sizzix Framelits 658784. Don't know whether it has a name. Just that. Yep, no, it's just that. But it's an awesome one. It's got lots of good shape, tags and all the rest. And I've usually got a pile of them pre-cut. So with my glue stick, and I will just glue all of it to start with. Again, I'm just using my blue glue, which is my Bostik blue glue stick, because then I can see where it's glued. And I may need to, if I fiddle around too much, I may need to put a little bit more up the top, but making sure your edges are done. Pull him off there. Move that to the side. Sit this down. And then it's just a matter of sitting these on. So I tend to start with the bottom. I'll put a couple on, and then I will give them a good push with my old store card. So it's just a matter of pulling them up. Once I've got 2 or 3 on, then I can give them a really good push, like so. Got that one. Let's go that side this time. Stamped him twice. That one. Some normal writing. And it can be just anything. You don't have to really concentrate on what you're doing, just pick them up. Let's have a look. All you're doing is making sure that they all match up. Oh look, I only need 1 more up there instead of 2. Right, that's it. Makes for a very quick and easy tag. Turning it over, giving it a really good push. You can see that's not straight. I'm not overly concerned. It's a very quick and easy collage way that doesn't just get rid of your other scraps of paper. It gets rid of all your book page paper. Now I want a pair of scissors, big scissors, and I'll just follow this up straight like so. Now these longer ones I will put aside to use on other tags. So like that one will work a treat, that one will work, that one will work. I'll go down there and then I can trim that one off. Down. I'll just fall away as they go. Get my gluey scissors out of the way. straight across there. Look at that. How easy was that? So this is me. Have to ink it. So this time I'm using the pumice stone. As I said, I had these greys out for a current journal that I'm working on. So we'll just use these because I know that the distress ink in the pumice stone is a really nice grey or a browny grey, and it works really well with the watering can in the archival ink. So very quickly just go up just to give the edges a finishing touch. Pop the lid on that. I'll grab, yes, that's a big hole punch. If you've got a crocodile or anything else, use those by all means. I'll just lay that over the other side of the tag, match it up so that I've got that now. And just to finish it off, we'll put some bits and bobs on it. Now I've got some greyish or grey-brown butterflies. So let's, sorry, I've got a splinter in my finger from work today from a wooden pallet. It's just a little one, and I'm trying to draw it out because I could not get it out before. So I like those ones. And I will use that pumice stone again, just to go around the edges, get rid of the white core colour on the edges. Now I could go around them in a black if I wanted to, if that would give them a beautiful real pop to the page. Don't have a black distress ink sitting here at the moment, so we'll go with what we've got. See how it's lifted him back up? Pumice stone's not going to do a great deal to these two because they're more into that brown anyway, but it'll take that white core colour out. Straight into that. Little bit down there. So that one. So it makes no difference what stamps you have. Re-look at your stamps because you're only using a little section of them. So it makes you look at your stamps in a different way, and that way you don't get, you know, we'll look at a stamp and we go, oh, I can only use it such and such a way. This way you can use it so many other ways. And it could be, let's just, all right, hang on, I'll pull those out of the thing. Could be something like that. But, you know, you could just stamp, if you can see that section down there. And then maybe that section across there. You get so many more versions of your stamp so that it makes them even more versatile. I hope that makes sense. Right, we'll very quickly stick these guys on. I'm planning to do just a quick, I'd like it to be under half an hour, which I'm sure it can be for this one. A little bit up his antenna. All right, I'm going to go around this bit. And this one. And, oh, that's wonky. It's all right. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not as though they're going to fly off the page. Give them a good push with my cloth in a moment, but I'll get them all down first. And then, of course, I want a number. What I'd like, oops. What I'd really like is a specimen stamp, you know, so that I can put my specimen number on it. Haven't come across one yet, which is strange for me because I love all my stamps, but I don't have one that says specimen. And I really need that, I think. Right, so we'll just go with a normal number, and I've put I put them here. There we go. So my Witchcraft Do You Do ones, I love these because they do have number. But yeah, I just need a little specimen one that'll go with all of these sorts of things. So again, on a scrap piece of one of these that I can make a label out of. Same colour, yep. So, go back to my stamping mat, set that there, on it down there. So I don't want too large. 725, oh, that one. 9147, which is this little one. So we'll just grab a little stamping block for that one. And I might actually go the black so that it stands out, but in the archival ink, just so it looks slightly different and stands out from the background. All right. I know this section's straight. Beautiful. So then I'll just trim up that and make that into a label. It's not straight, is it? That's fairly straight. So with my pumice stone again, I'll just give it an edge. Now I could have used a label stamp if I wanted to, but let's say you don't have a label stamp or a label of any sort that you could stamp your number into. This way you can very quickly make up a label without having a specific label stamp or label digi. So a little bit of glue on that one. What did I do with my glue page? I've sat everything on it, haven't I? Yep, must have. All right, so for just such an occasion, I've got a piece of book page here. Because I don't need more book page, truly. I have a big thing for book page. All right. And if I sit that, I'm actually going to sit it down there, like so. All right, the only thing to finish off this tag now is something up the top. So if I get a little bit of lace, it's a little bit too light. Yellow never fails. That might work. I think that's the same sort of lace that I used last time. Well, so I'm just going to fold that in half. Yep, that's about the right size. Chop that off. Tuck that in. And I'll just give that a little bit of just a little bit. How's that? How quick are they? And you could do them in any size tag. Doesn't matter if it's this size. This one's sitting here waiting to go for this journal that I'm doing because it's all in whites, not this cream, which is really strange for me. And I've got book pages from new books that give me so like that's a new school dictionary, so you can see the difference in the colour. So I'll be doing one in those sorts of whites. But so if I move that, move those ones, pull that one back out again. These are just collectibles or whatever you want to call them. I think I've got some Kaiser ones. That's a mix of different brands. That's a 49 in Market. That's Kaiser. One of those could be 49 in Market as well. I grab them everywhere and I cut them out, or if they're in sheets, or buy them in packs, etc. Can we see all those? How easy are they? Don't they look wonderful? I just love them. It was such a fantastic idea that my friend came up with, and kudos to her. I'm sure it's been done before, but it was a new idea to me when she said it, and I went, tucked it aside, and then promptly forgot about it, and then was playing around with these the other week and went, oh, I know what Mandy said. And doesn't it work beautifully? Won't they just look a treat in your journal? I hope you've enjoyed them. It's strange, I know, for me to do something this quick, but every now and again it happens. If you are enjoying my videos, please hit like and subscribe. I'd love to hear from you as well. So thank you all very much, guys. And until next time, happy crafting. Thank you. Bye.